I want to note before I start that yesterday I reported the Nanos poll with Bernier at 17% and I thought it was from like yesterday, September 3rd or something like that. So I thought it was from the day before, but it was actually from 2018. So thank you for viewers for pointing that out. Sometimes I make mistakes. A lot of people are tweeting old articles. I saw one with protesters today that was from November 2018. So, and that was in Calgary about the postal strike. There was 1,000 people out there. That was a lot, but it wasn't current. So sometimes people make mistakes, and thank you for pointing it out. And I want to just mention it because it's important. It's important. So this article is a Google Translate of lepresse.ca, and La Presse is a French language paper, and they're reporting about Trudeau not participating in the debates. Headline reads, Trudeau will only participate in 2 of the 5 debates. Banning a major turnaround, Justin Trudeau intends to participate in only 2 debates during the election campaign, those that will be organized by the Chief Debates Committee. In the Liberal ranks, we do not see any advantage in taking part in the 3 other contests that have been proposed, since the campaign will be much shorter than the one in 2015, which lasted 78 days in total and which gave rise to the 5 debates between the leaders of the main political parties. Justin Trudeau, who is due to call an election no later than September 15th, has already confirmed his presence at the 2 debates, which will be chaired by the Chief Debates Committee. The first in English is scheduled for Monday, October 7th, while the second in French is scheduled for Thursday, October 10th. Quote, there is not much benefit for us to participate in all these debates, said La Presse, a liberal strategist who requests anonymity in order to speak more freely on this folder. The invitation remains open. Maclean's magazine partnered with City TV Network to hold a 3rd debate featuring the 4 chefs as leaders in French, on Thursday, September 12th in Toronto. 3 of the 4 leaders confirmed their participation, Andrew Scheer, Jagmeet Singh, and Elizabeth May, and they didn't invite Mr. Bernier because, back to the article. Quote, for now, we have no confirmation of the presence of the Liberal leader. We would like to know what he thinks about it. The invitation remains open, said the moderator of this debate. Yesterday, the journalist Paul Wells in an email to La Presse. The debate, and I scroll down. No, I don't. Sorry, that was just a headline. The Monk Debate Foundation wants to hold a debate on foreign affairs only, as it did in 2015. For the time being, Andrew Scheer, Jagmeet Singh, and Elizabeth May accepted the invitation, while Justin Trudeau has not yet responded. The foundation is considering canceling the debate if Mr. Trudeau does not participate. And again, they don't mention Mr. Bernier. Mr. Bernier has not been invited, which is interesting to note and probably should be noted, after all. Anyway, 2 close elections. Finally, the TVA network has invited the leaders to cross the air on its airways as part of the famous face-to-face organized by the network during federal or provincial campaigns. The problem is that the date chosen for this 5th debate is Wednesday, October 16th, 5 days before polling day. In the Liberal ranks, we do not want Justin Trudeau to engage in a debate so close to D-Day. Quote, it's too close to the election date, said the Liberal strategist. The other factors that weigh heavily in the balance is that if Mr. Trudeau agrees to participate in another debate in English, for example, he will have to agree to cross swords in a second one in French to respect the balance between both official languages. Conservative Party leader Andrew Scheer has said he is ready to take part in all these contests and hopes that he will be able to get on with Justin Trudeau. Last week, Mr. Scheer also sent some arrows to the Prime Minister, accusing him of wanting to avoid at least 2 meetings of prime listening because he does not want to defend his record. Quote, why does Justin Trudeau refuse to participate in the Maclean's City TV debate and the Monk debate? Why is he hiding? The fact that Trudeau has a lot of things to hide does not justify his not taking part in the proceedings, he said. And, well, in response, we've already got people upset and already got protesters. Here's a tweet from yesterday, September 4th at 10:21 p.m., just after I went to bed. And, well, here it is.
You go to hell. You are a liar. You're a criminal. You need to be locked up. You are an ethics commission violator. You are on such. You need to get the down. Mr. Prime Minister, man.
I walked right up as far as I could go, and that guy was like, I'm like, I'm cool, I don't have to go any further.
We don't want you. Get out.
I was just jumping around a little bit. I wanted to show you the person with the upside down flag, and I wanted to show you Justin Trudeau waving to the crowd. Oh, here she is, the upside down flag. And I moved it a little too early. Sorry, I'm jumping all around here. Here it is. We'll just watch her. And there's another part where Trudeau's waving from this. There's the upside down flag. And there's a part where Trudeau's waving to this crowd over here from the vehicle. Like, hi, everybody. It's really odd. But interesting. And this crowd was Owen Sound. And here's Toronto. Here's Brian Lilly tweeting. He says, well, when you refuse to debate Andrew Scheer, Jagmeet Singh, and Elizabeth May, except at the debates your government helped set up, then this is going to happen. Trudeau has no time for other debates, but time for American comedians. Yeah, people are taking note. And here's the chickens. Here's the chickens. Here we go. Oh, hold on a second. Here there. So there's Grassy Narrows protesters there and a couple of people with chicken costumes. So that's pretty interesting. Here's the Toronto Sun report on this. This is September 5th, this morning. Conservative protesters called Trudeau a chicken, and there's more video. This one's better produced than the cell phone footage I just showed you. It says Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was branded a chicken by conservative protesters who converged on a Liberal fundraiser in uptown Toronto on Wednesday. With two people dressed in chicken costumes, Conservative campaign spokesperson Brock Harrison accused Trudeau of running away. He's hiding. With an election campaign soon to be called, protests in the Yonge Street Eglinton Ave area maintained Trudeau should have shown up to defend his record. Voters go to the polls on October 21st. We wanted to draw attention to the fact that Trudeau was afraid to stand up and defend his record, Harrison insisted. Trudeau's reported to be attending 2 of 5 scheduled debates in the upcoming federal election. Among the dozen or so protesters was a small group of people demonstrating for Grassy Narrows First Nations, which has been affected by mercury-contaminated water. So, and that's something that Trudeau promised to personally fix. Also, Phoenix Pay, remember that? That's pretty funny. He promised to personally look at that one in 2016. Yeah, whoops. Anyway, I think that this is interesting, the fact that Trudeau is only going to do one debate in English and one debate in French, and the election is so short, and I think they've made their decision. There's no election called today as far as I've seen, and I think they've made their decision with regard to when they're going to call it, and it's going to be the 14th or the 15th, and they want to do as little as possible because, well, I mean, there are people protesting. Now, this is not people who are just spontaneously protesting. They showed up with a conservative representative spokesperson, right? So this is a conservative like event kind of, right? Like it's to get press, it's to whatever, which worked. But the Owen Sound protest is completely that's a group of people telling Trudeau, get out of town. We don't want you here. And I mean, Ontario, as I've said, is pretty complacent with regard to people don't want political change. They like things the way they are, except that, I mean, a lot of political change has happened in the last few years. So when this starts happening in Ontario, people are very, very fed up. And Ontario and Quebec are Justin Trudeau's best chance of getting reelected. He's almost depending on the Atlantic provinces to give him basically those 30 seats. He got 34 seats in the Atlantic provinces in 2015, and he's almost counting on that now. And he's going to try and make his thin minority, if that's what he can eke out in Ontario and Quebec. But I don't think it's going to be a successful campaign because I just look at the crowd. Like that's what I mean by this is an organic crowd. These people didn't seem paid. They were just there to tell him to get out of town. Canadians don't do that unless they're really, really fed up. And honestly, if I heard Justin Trudeau was in town, aside from being interested in the way I am, and aside from being a People's Party candidate, which I am, I would be there to do exactly the same thing because I feel like he has done a lot of damage to this country. Okay, that's enough out of me for this morning. I'm going to do one more video because Maxime Bernier Twitter Roundup, there's more Greta news. So thanks for watching, everybody. Check out the People's Party of Canada.ca and have a wonderful, wonderful day.